Imagine this. Tomorrow morning you wake up and with just one small spoonful of something so simple, something you probably already have sitting in your kitchen, everything starts to change. Within just a few weeks, your blood is flowing stronger, your energy is waking up again, and that confidence you thought was long gone suddenly comes rushing back. No prescriptions, no surgery, no awkward doctor visits, just one spoonful every morning. And here's the real surprise. Science shows that this simple habit can boost circulation down there more effectively than many of the expensive options flooding the market. My name is Dr. Michael Hughes. For more than 3 decades, I've dedicated my career to helping men over 60 regain their strength, restore healthy circulation, and reignite the vitality they thought they had lost forever. I've heard countless personal stories, seen the challenges firsthand, and witnessed incredible results that many men never thought possible. The truth is this: the secret to strong, healthy blood flow isn't hiding inside a new pill or some exotic supplement. It's in a natural ingredient you've walked past hundreds of times. And when you take it the right way, it can transform your health from the inside out. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly what that ingredient is, why just 1 spoon a day can dramatically improve your circulation, and how it can help you feel more energetic, more confident, and more like yourself than you have in years. And that's not all. Stay with me, because I'll also share a quick and easy morning twist that can triple the effect. It's so simple you can start tomorrow and feel the difference faster than you think. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a doctor-backed tip made specifically for men over 60. And if this message resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 so I know how to bring you even more value next time. Now let's start with the first thing you need to understand: why circulation naturally slows down after the age of 60. Once you know the real reason your blood flow changes, you'll see exactly why this one simple morning ritual can make such a powerful difference. First, why circulation drops after 60. When I sit down with a man in his early 60s, maybe he's retired, maybe he's still working, there's a story I hear over and over again. 10, even 20 years ago, he never once worried about his stamina or performance. If he felt like being close with his partner, his body responded instantly. When he took a walk, he could go for miles without feeling winded. But lately, things have shifted. Erections that used to be strong and effortless now take longer to happen, if they happen at all. His hands and feet feel colder than they used to. Sometimes he even avoids intimacy altogether because he's unsure if his body will cooperate. And here's what I tell him, what I'm telling you right now. This isn't just getting older. It's not bad luck. And it's certainly not something you have to accept as inevitable. The real issue is happening inside your blood vessels, specifically in the endothelium, the delicate, ultra-thin lining that controls how easily your arteries can open and close. Over the years, this lining gets worn down. Poor eating habits, a lack of regular movement, constant stress, and slow, silent inflammation all work together to make blood vessels stiffer and narrower. And because the arteries in the penis are some of the smallest in the entire body, they're usually the first to show trouble. Think of it like an old house with aging plumbing. When the pipes get clogged or the valves don't open all the way, the water just doesn't flow like it used to. In your body, that water is blood, and without healthy blood flow, nothing functions the way it should. Not your energy, not your confidence, and certainly not your performance in the bedroom. But here's the part most men never hear from their doctors: your endothelium can heal. Blood vessels can regain their flexibility. And the first step to making that happen doesn't involve any drugs, injections, or surgery. It's much simpler than that. So simple you could start tomorrow morning right in your own kitchen. In fact, when I share this with my patients, most of them don't believe it until they try it. And once they do, the results speak louder than any words ever could. Now let's talk about the natural solution. Almost nobody is talking about one that can start restoring your circulation and your confidence in ways you might never have imagined. Over the years, I've met countless men who have walked into my office after trying everything they could find: pills, powders, fancy supplements, even medical procedures. Many have spent thousands of dollars chasing quick fixes that either never worked at all or gave them a short-lived boost before fading away. I can see the frustration in their faces when they say, "Doc, I've tried everything. But here's the truth, they haven't tried everything. Because the simplest, most powerful solution has often been sitting right there in their kitchen and ignored collecting dust. That solution, pure, cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil. And I'm not talking about the cheap blended stuff in plastic bottles sitting under fluorescent lights at the supermarket. I mean the real thing, the dark glass bottled, first cold-pressed, single-origin olive oil that has been treasured for centuries as the heart of the Mediterranean diet. This isn't just something you drizzle on a salad or use for cooking, it's what I call a medicinal food. It's packed with powerful compounds that can completely change the health of your blood vessels. I've seen it happen with men who were ready to give up. Within just a few weeks of adding a single spoonful to their morning routine, they noticed their energy climb, their blood pressure level out, and maybe most importantly, their confidence come back in ways they hadn't felt in years. The science backs it up. Polyphenols, antioxidants, and healthy fats and high-quality olive oil help repair the endothelium, boost nitric oxide production, and keep your arteries flexible. And when your arteries are flexible, blood flows exactly where it needs to, exactly when you want it to. The reason most men overlook this, it's almost too simple. People expect some high-tech treatment or expensive therapy. But often the most life-changing improvements come from getting back to the basics, feeding your body the raw materials it truly needs to work at its best. The beauty of this, you don't have to wait months to see a difference. Small but powerful changes can start showing up in a matter of days or weeks. And when you use it the right way, those small improvements can grow into something truly life-changing. Which brings us to the big question. How do you take it so you get the maximum benefit every single morning? Part 3. How extra virgin olive oil supercharges men's vitality. When I explain to a patient exactly how high-quality extra virgin olive oil works inside the body, I almost always see the same thing first. A slow nod, then a light bulb moment, and finally the question, why has no one told me this before? The simple answer is that most of us overlook just how deeply what we eat affects the way our most important systems function, especially when it comes to male performance. The truth is, extra virgin olive oil works right at the foundation of your vitality, your blood vessels, and your hormones. And at the center of this process is something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural chemical signal your body produces to tell your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing a rush of blood to flow through. Without enough nitric oxide, even the strongest desire can fall flat because the blood simply can't get to where it needs to go. Here's where the magic of true extra virgin olive oil comes in. Its unique compounds, powerful polyphenols like oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol, actually boost your nitric oxide production. Think of it like oiling the hinges on a rusty door so it can swing open freely again. But that's just the beginning. The healthy monounsaturated fats in EVOO also help stabilize testosterone levels. Testosterone is the ultimate fuel for a man's energy, drive, and performance. Without enough of it, everything slows down. By giving your body the right fats, you're supplying the essential building blocks it needs to keep hormones balanced and functioning optimally. And there's one more benefit most men don't realize. Those same healthy fats help your body absorb crucial fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are key players in immune strength, bone health, and even cellular repair. In other words, every single spoonful of high-quality extra virgin olive oil isn't just helping one part of your body, it's supporting your entire system. You're building a stronger, healthier foundation that fuels every aspect of your life: energy, confidence, performance, and beyond. Knowing how it works is one thing, but knowing how to take it for the best possible results is a whole different story. And in this next part, I'm going to show you exactly how to use this simple oil each morning so it delivers maximum impact right where you need it most. Part 4, the correct way to take it over the years. I've learned something important. It's not just what you take that matters, it's how you take it. I've had plenty of men come back to me after hearing about extra virgin olive oil's benefits. They buy a bottle, give it a try, and a few weeks later they tell me, "Doc, I don't feel any different." When I ask exactly how they've been using it, I usually find out they've been drizzling it over a heavy dinner, mixing it into foods that drown out its benefits. Or worse, they've bought low-quality oil that's been stripped of nutrients long before it ever made it to their kitchen. The truth is, the method matters just as much as the ingredient. Rule number 1, quality is everything. Look for 100% pure, first cold-pressed, single-origin, extra virgin olive oil stored in a dark glass bottle to protect it from light. If the label doesn't clearly say those exact words, keep looking. Anything less won't deliver the same results. Rule number 2, timing is key. Take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, before coffee, before breakfast, before anything else touches your lips. This way, your body can absorb those powerful polyphenols and healthy fats directly without interference from other foods. Rule number 3, supercharge it. There are simple ways to make it work even harder for you. Add a small squeeze of fresh lemon juice. It gives you a burst of vitamin C, which works hand in hand with the oil to boost nitric oxide production. Add a tiny pinch of freshly ground black pepper. It contains piperine, and a natural compound that helps your body absorb more of the oil's nutrients. These tiny additions can take a good habit and turn it into a great one. Rule number 4, be consistent. This isn't a try it for a week and see kind of thing. It's a daily ritual, a quiet act of self-care that compounds over time. The men who commit to it see changes not just in their circulation, but in their energy, their mood, and their confidence. And now that you know how to take it the right way, it's time to talk about why this simple rituals can have such a massive impact on your overall health and vitality. This isn't just about your body, it's about your quality of life. And this is where it gets personal. Part 5, the emotional connection. Why this matters. I've had men sit in my office, lean in, lower their voices, and tell me something they've never shared with anyone, not even their closest friends. They talk about the frustration of wanting intimacy, but not being able to follow through. They confess how they've started making excuses, quietly avoiding moments where their performance might be tested because the fear of failing feels even worse than trying and coming up short. And here's the thing, it's not just about sex. It's about identity. It's about feeling like the man you've always been, the man you want to keep being. When circulation slows down and your body stops responding the way it used to, it doesn't just affect function. It chips away at your confidence, strains your relationship, and slowly erodes your sense of self-worth. I've seen marriages grow cold simply because a man didn't know how to talk about what was happening. I've seen good men retreat from their social lives because they didn't feel like themselves anymore. And I've also seen that spark return when those same men take small, consistent steps toward reclaiming their vitality. This isn't about vanity, it's about connection. Connection to your partner, connection to your sense of power, connection to the joy that comes from feeling strong, capable, and alive. That's the real beauty of this simple morning ritual. It's not just about physical repair, it's a message to yourself, a reminder that you still care, that you're still in the game, that you're worth investing in. Every spoonful is a choice, an act of self-respect. It's a way of protecting your health, restoring your confidence, and keeping your life vibrant. And here's the truth, when you start feeling that change, you are not the only one who notices. Your partner notices, your friends notice. Even strangers can see it in your face, in the way you carry yourself, the way you engage with the world. That's the kind of transformation worth fighting for. Of course, no tool is perfect. Even something this powerful works best when it's used the right way. And before you start, there are a few important things you absolutely need to know to make sure it's safe and truly effective for you. Part 6, safety and important notes. In more than 3 decades of working in men's health, I've learned an important truth. No matter how natural or beneficial a remedy might be, there is no such thing as a true one-size-fits-all solution. I've had plenty of patients who were eager to jump right into this morning ritual the moment they heard about it. But before I give anyone the green light, we always have an honest conversation about safety. Because while extra virgin olive oil is truly one of the healthiest foods on the planet, there are still situations where you need to approach it with care. If you have gallstones or certain digestive issues, taking oil on an empty stomach can sometimes cause discomfort or, in rare cases, trigger a more serious problem. If you're on medications for heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, or other chronic conditions, it's absolutely essential to talk with your doctor first. Even natural compounds can interact with prescription drugs in ways you might not expect. And if you've been diagnosed with serious vascular disease or advanced erectile dysfunction caused by nerve damage, you'll need a complete personalized treatment plan. This ritual alone won't replace that. Another critical point, quality matters. I can't emphasize this enough. Low-grade blended or refined oils aren't just less effective, they can actually be harmful. Cheap oils are often stripped of their beneficial compounds, and some are even contaminated. The benefits we've been talking about only come from true high-quality, first cold-pressed, single-origin extra virgin olive oil stored in a dark glass bottle to protect its potency. I also tell my patients to listen to their bodies. If you feel any discomfort, start small, just half a teaspoon, and gradually will work up. If it still bothers you, try taking it with a light piece of toast instead of on an empty stomach. The goal is to help your body not stress it. When approached with the right knowledge and the right mindset, this simple ritual can be a safe, powerful, and lasting addition to your lifestyle. Part 7, the simple twist that supercharges results. When you combine safety with consistency, you set yourself up for results that don't just happen quickly, they last. But there's one more step, a simple, often overlooked addition to this morning ritual that can make the difference between getting good results and experiencing a truly remarkable transformation. Over the years, I've noticed something interesting. The men who see the fastest, most impressive changes aren't just the ones faithfully taking their spoonful of extra virgin olive oil every morning. They're the ones who follow it with a small, deliberate action that gets their circulation moving right away. It's so simple, most people don't even think about it. But when you do this immediately after taking your oil, it primes your blood vessels to open up, boosts your nitric oxide levels, and delivers those powerful nutrients exactly where they need to go. That's step movement. And I don't mean a grueling workout or an hour at the gym. I'm talking about just 5 minutes of light walking, preferably outside where you can breathe in some fresh air. When you move your body right after taking your olive oil, you encourage blood flow to every corner of your system, including down there. That short walk acts like a pump pushing nutrient-rich blood through your arteries and helping your endothelium soak up the full benefits of the polyphenols and healthy fats you just gave it. I've seen this simple combination work wonders for men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. It's as if their bodies get a daily reminder. You're still capable. The pathways are still open. Vitality is still yours. And the best part, there's absolutely no barrier to doing it. You don't need fancy equipment, a gym membership, or a huge chunk of time. All you need are your own 2 feet and the commitment to take that short walk. Think of it like this: the oil repairs and nourishes your blood vessels, while the walk activates and challenges them, keeping them responsive and strong. Together, they create a 1-2 punch for better circulation, more energy, and improved performance. And when you make this combination a non-negotiable part of your daily life, you're not just upgrading your physical health, you're laying the foundation for something far more meaningful. Gentlemen, we've covered a lot together. We've looked at why circulation naturally slows after 60, uncovered the overlooked power of high-quality extra virgin olive oil, and gone step by step through how and when to take it for maximum impact. We've explored the science, but more importantly, we've talked about what it means for you, your health, your confidence, your relationships, and the quality of your life. I've seen men walk into my office frustrated, defeated, and wondering if things could ever truly change. And I've seen those same men walk out just a few months later with a spark in their eyes, standing taller, carrying themselves with energy, pride, and purpose. Because this was never just about a spoonful of oil. This is about proving to yourself that you still have the power to shape your own future. It's about reclaiming the parts of life that make it rich and meaningful, and refusing to let age dictate your story. So here's my challenge to you: start tomorrow morning. Take that spoon. Choose quality. Stay consistent. And if you can follow it with just a few minutes of movement, do it not only to give your body the tools it needs to heal, but also to send yourself a message every single day. You're still in control, you're still strong, and you're still very much alive.